guys, it's Bill again. And if you're like me, I have like two favorite foods in the whole world. I love chicken wings. It's a really sad thing, but I absolutely love them. The other thing I love to make, I love to make it more than I like to get like in a restaurant because I make them so much better, are nachos, okay? Because I can control how much I want. Because you know what? Maybe I want a truckload of cheese. Maybe I want a whole cup of sour cream on them. So I've come up with this recipe kind of by accident, but I want to show you how to make chicken wing nachos. Oh, what a great idea, right? So first, I went to my local place that I get wings from, and I said, hey, can you sell me like a whole thing of flats? And they're like, sure, why not? I was like, okay. So when you have flats, they're so easy. If you twist, so it separates the one end, you just peel them apart. Now, I don't want the skin, or all the skin I should say. There might be some skin that's really cooked on, and that's fine. That's not going to kill you. We just want to make sure it's good looking chicken, right? And then I'm just going to work getting all this chicken off. And don't worry, I'm not leaving anything out on either side of the fence here and what I'm doing with these things. And all I did was I heat them up a little bit so that they'd be easier to work with. And I just thought that for whatever reason I just thought flats would work better, and you'll see why here in a bit. But it's funny, I ran to a friend of mine at the grocery store and I told him, because he's a chip connoisseur, so I needed his assistance. And we got talking. I said, well, this is what I'm making. And he's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go home and try it too. And I said, well, it'd be better if you just watched my video and learned something from an expert, but that's another story. So, this is just a little busy work. I'm really picky because I hate wasting all that chicken. You're going to be so impressed when you see this. You'd be like, why didn't I think of this? I could be famous. It doesn't make you famous, trust me. But it makes you really happy when you eat something like this. And these are pretty good sized wings, that's why I like getting them. Actually, this is so that I get them from the grocery store. But they cook them themselves, it's not like, in the freeze-dried department or canned or whatever. They actually make these. And they do a really good job because they really deep fry them. I think they pressure cook them. It's old school. I think Colonel Sanders started that whole process. Look at that guy, him. Made a fortune. Okay, so I got a little pile here of chicken. I don't want to make you sit here and watch me do this all day long. Alright, so what I need to do is I want to make sure none of these pieces are too big and that they're all kind of broken up a little bit. I got my trusty knife behind me if I needed to cut them up, but I think these are going to be okay. Like I said, you got to check everything twice. Make sure it's... Now, in a nice tight little pile, but I mean, not a pile, but a bed, because as we add things to them, I don't want everything running through to the dish. Okay. So I think this looks absolutely divine. Okay. What a concept, huh? So, what do I have? Besides wet hands. I got some cheese. A little Colby Jack, whatever you want. I mean, if you're, why do you use cheese whiz? Probably not, because when you go to the microwave, it would, cheese whiz separates. But like I said, my thing is, I like cheese. I don't want to guess where the cheese is in my nachos. Alright, so, making sure it looks pretty. I'm going to microwave for a few seconds. Give me some time. I'm back without it because it's kind of blowing up. Remember, microwaves have more than one setting. I've got it about 60%. Oh yeah, it's looking lovely. Explosions going in there. Make it hurt. Okay, so what are we going to do with this? Well, first of all, I gotta dance a little pranks. The wings are spicy, hot and spicy or whatever, but only so much of the heat goes. So I just always put a little on top, okay? Because that's the kind of guy I am. Then, I gotta have some kind of barrier, right? Well, like I said, I could put this whole thing in there and I'd be just thrilled. But for this photo op, I'll resist the temptation. Then I want a few black olives all over the plate. And because we have to be fancy, I'm going to just throw a little scallion on here, a little green onion, just to make it look pretty. And they taste good too. Plus they're left over and I don't want to go to waste, so we'll go a little crazy. Alright, so what's left to do? Well, how do you eat it? Well, I got fingers, right? But I found these Rock'em Sock'em big chips, and I'm just going to set them up. These are jumbo chips, and that's what you need. You need really big chips. I'm just going to stick them in there. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Think this is absolutely looks perfect? How simple, right? You could cut up some jalapenos. I mean, there are lots of things you could do. Maybe avocado if you wanted. But I just want to keep it real basic, simple, stuff that no one would complain about. And of course, if you serving a bunch of guys, the chips are just going to be in a bowl because they don't care. It doesn't have to be pretty. But for purposes here, I had to make it look pretty. Anyway, so once again, I came up with something really simple that you'll enjoy, I'll enjoy. So I hope you have fun. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate you guys following me all these years. I mean, gosh, it's been over 3 years now. And all these recipes later. So, goal is just to have fun, eat some fun stuff, try and be a little healthy, and I'll see you next time with more, just as huge volume of recipes. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.